Hey guys, my name's Reid Powell, and my topic is drunk driving policy and its effect on alcohol-related fatalities in the United States. So the study I'm going to use is the effectiveness of drinking and driving policies for different alcohol-related fatalities, a quantile regression analysis. This was done by Yung-Song Ying, Chin-Chi Wu, and Koyan Chang. It was published in 2013 in the International Journal of Environmental Research and Public Health. So a little bit of the background. These are data from 2009 from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. And during that year, there were 30 deaths per day in alcohol-related collisions, which was about 11,000 deaths in the whole year, which came out to be one person every 48 minutes dead. And as far as the percentage of the total collision fatalities, it accounted for 38%. Another year to compare that to, which was the start of their data for this study, was 1980. And back in 1980, there were 30,000 deaths in alcohol-related collisions, which was a staggering 60% of all the collision fatalities. Another interesting mark from 1980 was that's when MAD, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, started, which implemented many of the laws that you see across the country today to curb drunk driving. So, overview of the policy. The purpose is to see what laws are actually effective in stopping people from driving drunk. The types of laws that they reviewed were minimum legal drinking age, blood alcohol concentration, zero tolerance, open container, and obviously DUI laws. So the focus, they use FARS data from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration from 1980 to 2009. They determined low, medium, and high fatality frequency areas. And their hypothesis was that the introduction of drinking and driving laws over time will reduce fatalities across the entire spectrum. But they also thought that the different laws should have different impacts depending on the frequency area in which they were used. So as for study methods, they use cross-sectional, time series, and panel data from a plethora of sources. And then as far as their methods of actually conducting the research, they used ordinary least squares and least absolute deviation regressions, as well as quantile regression to separate into the low, medium, and high frequency areas. This is their data. As you can see, there's just about everything is starred. The main point of insignificance is the speed limit, which, most people don't follow those anyway. But going towards results, all drinking and driving policies had significant effects, except speed limit, all the way down for each quantile. But as far as changing the fatality rates, the low quantile, zero tolerance, open container, and BAC reduced the rates by 0.18, 0.14, and 0.06% respectively. The middle quantile was reduced by 0.25, 0.19, and 0.07%. And the high quantile was reduced by 0.28%, 0.103%, and 0.101%. So overall, the study found each quantile group had a reduction in fatalities due to drinking and driving laws. But they went further and looked at preemptive versus ex post laws, which preemptive obviously are before the fact and ex post are after the fact. But they found that in low fatality areas, people respond better to preemptive laws, such as minimum legal drinking ages. And in the higher fatality areas, they respond better to laws meant to be punitive. So, your zero tolerance and DUI laws. But overall, they found that across the board, zero tolerance was the most effective in getting people to not drink and drive. Thanks.